What's up, everybody? How are things? That's kind of what I'm here to tell you guys in regards to how are things here. Um, I made a playlist some time back called Overwatch Me, and it was supposed to basically be the journey, right? And I kind of wanted. I haven't updated it in a while because I stopped streaming it, which was originally my plan. But no one's gonna see me because I'm not a top player, and it's one of the top games streamed of all time. So like nobody's gonna notice me, and plus people weren't really into it anyway. So all that being said and done, that's why there's been a lapse of content there. But I wanted to give a quick update on things because I've been doing team stuff, not doing team stuff, kind of a little in between. So I'm gonna kind of just have this mostly statistics, but also certain experiences and certain things type of video, just kind of explaining a few things. And the very obvious thing right off the bat is obviously Lucio. If I'm to have a main, um, to truly consider myself having a main in this game, Lucio takes it by far with 34 hours clocked in. My current SR is unfortunately exactly silver, right? Because this was the season high, and it's climbed up quite a bit. Because if we go back to, well, first off, let me give a quick history. This is what I placed at, not knowing any better, with Diva. And after trying to like actually play the game, we had a lot of crap that went on that made this happen. So I try to forget about that, right? Then we had this that we ended at after reaching this. We tried more of this, but ultimately could not escape the bronze pit. If things don't completely and utterly go to shit, which they kind of have for the last few sessions that we've had, I should stay in silver, or that's the goal anyway. And we have officially at least proven to ourselves that we can get out of the bronze pit. And what I was naming a lot of the live videos for a long time was Path to Gold. I don't think this is a huge stretch, honestly. And considering the fact that someone in our team is a gold player and we're consistently going against a few gold players, then I don't think it's a huge stretch. And actually, now that I look at this again, my current season high for season 8 is actually above when I did my original placings not knowing what I was doing. I didn't realize that because I brought this up again very recently that I'd like to get back up to at least to that point or close to it. That's actually above that. So we have legitimately improved in a lot of different senses. We'll go to win percentage, which one might say only means so much. The game seems to want to stick you at least a 50% win ratio, which kind of keeps you in whatever rank that you're in. If you're over 50%, I'd say you have a decent chance of, slowly but surely climbing out of your rank. Like, you have a shot, right? Like, if you get with good people, which is very much a key thing, if you get with people that are actually halfway competent and can actually start winning games as opposed to losing them, then you have a shot, right? So here's where this is at. We can ignore these top two because I literally joined the game for like 2 different games for like less than a minute or about a minute and won and it counted it. So we can ignore these first two. They're troll picks anyway. I said it. Who knows? Maybe that changes with the Symmetra rework. Who knows? We have Winston, who tends to be my go-to save the game type tank, except it's turned into a little more than that. It's been me filling as a tank role. And with the games I played, not so bad. 10 won, 7 lost, 18 played in total, 1 tied. Not too bad. This was 60 not long ago. It's gone down to 59. Whatever. It is what it is. I didn't mean to completely exit like that, but that's probably going to happen a few times. Right below is Lucio, who is pretty much my main. I had Junkrat at about 60% at one point as well. He tends to be my go-to DPS. And that's that if I have to swap to him. Zarya was actually, I think, at like 57. She dropped because I joined the game that we ended up losing with her, and that kind of put her a little bit further down. But I also don't get to do tank as much because it's technically not my role in the team, so it's really more of a filler type of deal. And Zarya fits very specific situations where it's triple tank or don't fucking bother because it's all about dive. But we also have Brigitte coming in Season 10, who's going to be a real bitch, so we'll see what happens to dive comp in that position. D.Va, I'm not even entirely sure why she's where she is. I obviously haven't played a lot of games with her, but apparently I've done more good than bad. So there's that at least. Moira, I've played a lot less with, but she's over 50%. She's got the 53. We've tied 3 games. So it kind of gives you an idea about the games I've had. But we have 26 wins, 23 losses. Not terrible, especially considering she's a recent pickup. When I first started this season, Mercy was up there with Lucio. And I've tried to pick her up more often recently, but she's so team dependent, and I have this stigma against Mercy, not because I don't like her, because I do. But she's so team dependent that it's just... And maybe I need to get out of that mentality, right? Because there was a recent NYXL game where Ark was a sole healer as Mercy, and he's the shot caller. You know? So, like, I need to set my game up is basically what it all comes down to. No making excuses. My Mercy play has dropped, and I need to change that. And we have Orisa, who was my go-to tank until I realized, you know what? It's all about dive comp anyway. There are people who can probably do Orisa better than me, and outside of that, I just like playing Winston. Like, he's fun to play. If I'm a tank, I like to dive. It's just good. Zen was somebody that I was going to try to get better with. I still kind of want to, but we recently filled our team with a support player who was a damn good Zenyatta. So this project kind of went on the back burner. And as far as any comp games, we have more stacked against us than won, provided it's not a lot of numbers to go off of. Really, my only numbers are primarily on Lucio. Like that's pretty much where everything's at. If I had to buy a gold weapon for somebody, it probably should be Lucio, especially now with the buffs that they're planning out on the PTR, where his Book no longer will cost ammo, which is kind of nice. One other thing stats-wise, because stats are kind of boring, and I'm kind of just talking over this. I don't know how long this is. I might be 10 minutes. I might be below it. Hopefully below. I don't want to make this that long. So deaths, average for 10 minutes. This matters when you're a support, because you kind of need to stay alive. So, and actually looking at this now, I've realized I've died less with Moira. But what's good about this, because this only means so much, right? So we have a 7.79, a 7.72. There's not much of a difference between Lucio and Moira here, numbers-wise, except for the fact that when we started this season and like really started getting into a decent amount of matches with either or, they were both at about 8. And actually, I don't know that Moira ever was, but we'll pretend that she was, right? We've come down pretty much almost a full death less. It's a pretty big deal. You know, one less death means one more or several more, depending on how you look at it, the fights that you can engage in. You know, like it's good. It's a very, very good thing. And Mercy, you can see, obviously, my play has suffered. And she's pretty up there. Like, up there with Winston. Like, that's not good. But these are things we'll be working on, going into Season 10. What really needs to happen is I need to do some research on Brigitte, because she's going to be one heck of a force to go against, in my opinion. Like, that just... If death matches are indication of anything, she's going to be a real bitch. And also the new 6v6 comp deathmatch thing as well. Not just the like 3v3s that you see in arcade normally, like the one that came up new just for this event. She's going to be good, is what I'm getting at here. Anyhow, I've rambled on for far too long already. I just wanted to really give a quick update on what's what with all of that. And I haven't purchased my golden weapon, but I really need to quit the shit and just go ahead and do it for Lucio, and Moira will probably not be too far behind. But there's only so much left in the season at this point. It's 4 days left. So we're going to make the best of it, hopefully stay in silver. I have a friend that's very close to me that's also part of the team. That's technically below silver, but you do get that grace period, so the idea is to always be striving for greatness and get better. So hopefully we keep that trend going. But until next time, guys, I'll try to update these more since I'm not streaming them anymore. It's kind of used to be a Twitch to Tube thing, but now it'll be an every now and then upgrade that still continues, or update that continues the Overwatch Me playlist going. Until next time, guys, take care.